Well, I'm now joined by Mr. Nasir M. Saulawa from the Aquashield Oil and Marine Services Company in Nigeria.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming in and speaking to me today.
Thank you, sir. It is a pleasure.
Well, I hope so. Now, to start, if I can just say, I have looked at your company profile on the website.
Yes, sir.
And you seem to offer a wide range of skills and services. How would you describe what your company does?
In a nutshell, Aquashield is focused on the offshore security. However, after that, we have other range of services that is equally tailored towards the oil and gas to support the oil and gas industry.
So would you say that security is the main aspect of your business?
The security, it is more specific as to offshore security.
Okay. You mentioned the term maritime security. What is the biggest threat in that particular region?
Okay. Aquashield is a child of necessity. In the 2007, 2008, there is a huge militancy insurgence in the Niger Delta region, in which case a friend of mine was killed in that attack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that was the necessity that brought about Aquashield in order to see how we can assist, because at that time the government of Nigeria had no means to, they have the men, but they don't have the asset to go and intervene. So we brought the platform where we bring the assets, the vessels,
yes,
and then they man the vessels with the naval personnel with weapons to go and stem out this.
Okay.
So actually that was what...
So you mentioned militancy. Is that piracy?
Piracy, yes. Both piracy. Piracy is when they go on the mobile assets. But this one is more like they go to disrupt. A pirate will go and steal. These ones, they want to vandalize, to stop operation. So it's because like they were fighting with the government and the oil companies are suffering in the middle. So that was actually the...
Okay, so it's two elements to it.
Two elements, exactly.
Damaging the infrastructure of the oil industry.
To disrupt the operation.
But also if piracy is involved, that must impact on a much wider
exactly.
group of ocean-going
vessels. Yes, exactly.
What impact do you think all of that has on trade in the region?
Okay, it has actually impacted heavily, because a lot of companies now, they cannot go to the Gulf of Guinea, and particularly in Nigeria, except they have some form of security. Insurance has almost tripled if you're going to Nigeria. The P&I, they will say, no, we can't insure you because there is a risk of, unless you can show us what you can do to minimize this risk.
What you are doing to look after yourself.
Exactly. So this is where also Aquashield come into place, because we provide this escort into and out of any of the countries within the Gulf of Guinea.
Okay, so how many vessels do you now have?
Currently we have 12 vessels. And
how many do you need?
Well, we need as many. Yeah, we need as many. We just, in June 2016, we built 4 new anti-ballistic vessels with all these modern gadgets and detection, because in the covert it is more to do with detection than
Sure.
when the threat is already upon you.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you can detect far before it happens, then you can
It's much harder to respond
exactly
than it is
when-
to
exactly.
plan ahead. Yes.
Exactly. So we did that, and in 2017 we have planned to buy 4 more other ones. So we're trying to build.
So you have already made some considerable impact
Yes.
on the situation.
Yes, certainly we have. Certainly we have.
You obviously do a great deal, and you have achieved many successes. What, since you have been with the company, makes you the proudest? What are you most pleased with?
That we are able to save a lot of lives. That I can say is the thing that I'm more happy about, that we've saved a lot of lives, because since the time we joined, we started this operation, most of the oil companies at that time, they were only operating 6 hours, 5 hours, because they can't operate before 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 5 o'clock, by 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 5 o'clock in the evening, they shut down. Now they are operating 24 hours. So this is something I'm really proud of, because we've saved a lot of life on that.
Wow. How do you see your company developing in the future?
Well, we are on the way to being the leader in the maritime security in Africa, and with the vision of going globally, hopefully. So that is our vision for now, to see how we can become premier.
We don't have many pirates in the Thames,
In the Thames,
so I
so
suspect
I
we
don't-
won't see you there.
No, actually, it is like in the Thames, we have a vision there as well, because you don't have pirates, but you have fishermen who encourages. So we do them as chase. It's not because we fight them here, but we make sure they don't approach the rigs or the platforms.
So you're going to use your skills in a wider
range.
environment.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you can tell us about AquaShield?
Apart from the core business, so right now we are equally planning with the Ministry of Aviation. So now there is a diversification from the maritime into aviation to develop the skills, because in Africa, and particularly in West Africa, in the whole of Africa, there are 3 places where they do where they have MROs. That is a site where you do the maintenance, repair, and overhaul of aircrafts.
Mm-hmm.
And in the whole of Africa, there are only 3, and there is none in West Africa. So that is an opportunity AquaShield is vying towards, to see if we can develop an MRO site for aviation as well.
Wonderful. I wish you continued success. And thank you very much for speaking to me today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.